What I wish you knew. I wish you knew that sometimes talk therapy is not going to be for you, and that's okay. You don't have to give up on therapy. Sometimes you go to therapy and you talk and you feel like your therapist is just listening, but you're not really getting anywhere. Or maybe you feel you've overtalked something. Maybe you feel you're someone who over intellectualizes your feelings, so it's actually hard for you to feel your feelings in your body. Or maybe there's certain things that have happened that words just can't quite get to. So if this sounds like you, what I wish you knew is that there's other types of modalities that you could try, and I'm going to share 3 of them with you today. So the first modality that I want to share with you is EMDR. EMDR stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. It was originally designed to help people who have experienced trauma and PTSD. Trauma, again, isn't necessarily what happened, but trauma can be how your body and brain kind of processed an experience or distressing memory. When you come to EMDR, how it works is that we guide your eyes in rhythmic motions and movements back and forth while recalling a distressing memory. What this does is it's helping your brain reprocess the experience in a way that feels less overwhelming. So when you are triggered or when you are reminded of this distressing memory, it doesn't overwhelm you as much in the moment. You can think of EMDR as a way of like decluttering your mind. So what we're doing is we're moving old stuck memories into storage so they no longer take up as much or all of your mental space. EMDR can be done in person, but it's also been seen to be just as effective virtually. Another style of therapy, one that I practice and I completely love, is called NeuroAffective touch. This is almost like you go to therapy and your therapist like holds you and offers like supportive touch in the session. You are lying down on a massage table. A lot of time is spent making sure that you feel supported. So if you're familiar with restorative yoga, we use blankets, we use eye pillows, we use weighted pillows to really create this like nurture surround for your body. This really helps the nervous system to come to a state of regulation. NeuroAffective touch is a body-based therapy, and it's also working with stored trauma. So again, often trauma can be stored in our body. Sometimes we have trauma that has happened before we even had words to describe it. So this could be trauma that happened when you're really, really young. NeuroAffective touch combines somatic work, so that's work with the body, with gentle attuned touch. It can be self-directed touch, but it could also be therapy-directed touch. This touch helps the nervous system feel safe and regulated. NeuroAffective touch is for people who maybe feel traditional talk therapy hasn't quite reached the deeper layers of their healing, because this type of therapy helps your body feel what maybe your mind is not able to put into words. Because there is touch involved, NeuroAffective touch in therapy is to be done in person. However, that being said, you can still get a lot of benefits of working with your body virtually if you at home are in a space where you can feel safe, supported, and you have access to things like blankets and eye masks. The last style of therapy modality is breathwork. You can use regulating breathwork and also activating breathwork. The type of breathwork that I was trained in was more of an active style of breathwork. This style of breathwork is really intense at times because you're breathing through your mouth, but it can be really transformative. It's using deep rhythmic breathing to access altered states of consciousness. This is a way that you can process emotions. You can also release stuck energy. So if you ever feel like you have energy trapped in your body, active breathwork is a way to move through that. Sometimes doing active breathwork can even help you tap into profound insights. It's using your breath almost as a bridge between the conscious and the subconscious mind, which for a lot of people can unlock wisdom that has been stored that they maybe haven't been able to access through traditional talk therapy. So as you can see, healing isn't going to be a one-size-fits-all. And so if you feel that talk therapy hasn't felt like the right fit for you, I want you to know that there's so many other ways to explore and process your experiences. You also don't necessarily have to work with a therapist. There are wonderful healers out there through body-based therapy, Reiki, coaches, even strength training can be ways for you to access and support yourself. So if you've tried any of these, I'd love to know what your experience has been like. Or if you're curious about exploring something like EMDR, NeuroAffective touch, or active breathwork, I offer all 3, and I'm going to put more information of how you can get this support, whether from me or other practitioners in your area.